Hey everybody, I'm the Delivery Whiz of Las Vegas, and we're finally back today with a new video. We are working the gig life of Las Vegas. Today we are going to do 2 for sure DeliverThat catering orders, and then hopefully maybe a Lyft ride or something else to top it all off for today's video. We were gone for a little while because we had some issues trying to get monetized on YouTube, so it took a little while to try to straighten that out, and hopefully once the 22nd rolls around, we'll be able to reapply and get monetization. So that is what I've been working on. Plus, I felt like some of the videos might be a little stale, repetitive, doing the same apps and whatnot. So for those of you who don't know, this is a vlog and a ride along and opinions and stuff like that of what's currently being called the gig economy, which includes apps like DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, UberEats, DeliverThat, GoShare, Frayt, Dolly, etc. The list is long, and I have signed up for all of them. In the interim, since the beginning of the year, I have been kicked off 2, Grubhub and Walmart Spark. And of course, any of you other drivers out there who have been kicked off apps, they usually do not give you any good reason at all. Anyways, today order number 1 is Orizaba's, which we just pulled up to, is right behind me. It's a Mexican place just like Qdoba and Chipotle. It is going to Cox Communications. So we're delivering lunch to Cox Communications, which is the cable internet provider out here in Nevada and a lot of other states, not just Nevada, but we're taking them lunch. And so it is going to probably pay $33 for 14 miles. It's a good order. And then later on today at 2:45, we have a lunch order to take someone down south. But right now we're up in the Northwest Centennial Hills area where I usually like to work and start. And we're here. So let's go get the Orizabas and let's take the Cox people their lunch today. All right, as usual, Orizaba's a little slow. They didn't have it all put together, but it was only like 3 or 4 minute delay. As you can see from the camera video footage, my cell phone video footage, because I didn't wear the chesty in there. Today I'm not going to wear the chesty. You see it's loaded up in the back of the EV, and we're all ready to go. So let's go ahead and get these people over at Cox their food and let them have a nice lunch. All right, we have arrived here at Cox Communications. We have already walked the food in and delivered it. At places like Cox, what usually happens is they have a person come down to meet you, and then you put it on a cart, you take a picture, and you're out of there. There's no setup involved in some of these places because they have security. They don't want you to go past a certain point, and I get that. Anyhow, that was about 39 minutes. It paid $13.07 in base pay, I think. It was like $8.47 and then an extra bonus for the miles. And then the average tip on DeliverThat orders, because it's a tip pool. If you've seen any of my other DeliverThat videos, DeliverThat goes and uses what they call easy catering tip pool, so everybody can get a piece. And the average has been about $24-25. So we're going to call it $25 plus $38 for less than an hour. And about a 15-mile drive down the highway. Very easy. We are going to do another one later on today at 2:45, but right now we're going to turn on Lyft. They have an $18 ride streak. You do 3 rides in a row and you get $18. We're going to go ahead and get started on that, and when I finish, we'll come back and do the totals for that and the miles and the rides and everything. I have still yet to adjust a hat to give the point of view, because I really am going to do that, to give you a point of view, and ask some passengers if they don't mind if I record, so we can record some content of riders here in the Vegas area. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started on the Lyft ride streak. All right, a little update. We did the first 3 ride streak. We made 48 and some change in about an hour and a half. We started a second one. We're 2 rides into it. Currently, after 5 rides, we're at $69.41. We need to get 1 more ride to get the bonus $18. But unfortunately, I have a $2.45 pickup, and it's $2.36, the catering order from Big Chicken, and we just pulled up. They're almost ready with it. You get 15 minutes on Lyft to pause the streak without losing it. So we're going to try to deliver this catering order and get a ride at the same time and double dip, per se. But it's unlikely. Most of the time, the last ride on the streak is taking you into the strip area, or what I like to refer to as the war zone right now, because it is getting worse and worse the closer the F1 race comes. It's only a few weeks away, and it's not pleasant. They have streets closed already, trying to build and whatever, and hopefully I can get a little footage of that at some point. If not, I'm sure it's all over YouTube already. It is literally a disaster zone. I don't know if it's good for the city or not. For me and any other Lyft, Uber driver out there, is not good. Anyhow, we're here. They're preparing the chicken. It's actually a bunch of burgers I saw they're putting in a box. It should be just a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get out of here and deliver that. When we arrive there, I'll be back to give an update and a total for that, and then hopefully a conclusion to the ride streak as well, and then we might call it a day. There is another ride streak at 3 o'clock. I may try to do that. We'll see. A lot of time between 3 and 4 o'clock, they get you down to the airport and the strip, and it just takes too long. Yesterday, I did a 3 ride streak. It was 2.5 hours for 40 some bucks. It wasn't worth it. Anyhow, I'll be right back. All right, as you can see, we have the big chicken order loaded up. It's a pretty heavy box. I'm gonna have to remember to start bringing my wagon to pull this stuff, but takes up almost the whole back. It's a lot of food. All right, we're back, and we are finished with that catering order from Big Chicken. Went to the Carpenters Union on Sunset here in Las Vegas. This one paid $10.69 base pay. The tip is probably going to be, like I said in the previous gig, about 24 bucks. So 34 bucks for what, 20 minutes? I got there at 2:40, maybe 2:36. The food was ready early. Excuse me, I stand corrected. I got there about 2:31, and I used the facilities because I hadn't been able to find anybody to let me use them in a while, and they were boxing it up. I went to the washroom, came back, and at 2:36, the order was ready and boxed up, and I was loading it in my car. And now it is 3:01. That is good money for a short time. So if you're not on these catering apps, DeliverThat or Delivered in your market, get on them. It is good when they come through and they pay well, okay? I know in the Las Vegas market that both of those apps are not taking anybody right now. They're waitlisting everybody. So even then, get on the wait list because you'll want to get on there eventually. It is a very good side gig hustle. Anyhow, we lost our ride streak, and so that comes to a crashing close. The good news is it's 3 o'clock, so we're going to recap at the end of this ride streak if I complete it, because yesterday, like I said, it was 2.5 hours. It wasn't worth it. I'm not going near the strip. You just can't make any money. I don't care what anybody says or any other driver on YouTube is claiming. It's hogwash, and I will prove that by doing a full shift of Uber or Lyft, excuse me, Uber or Lyft just on the strip before that race starts, and I will show you just how hectic and terrible it is, and you can't make any money. It's like DoorDash on the strip. If you've seen any of my previous videos, no tip on the strip. You can't make any money on the strip with DoorDash. I don't care what anybody says, and if they say different, then prove me wrong. I challenge you, and I'll go down there at the same time, and I guarantee you, you're not going to make very much money. But anyway, I'm sounding like a broken record. So let's see where this ride streak zone is at, and let's see if we can get 3 more rides with the bonus 18 for the last gig of the day. So it'll be the 2 delivery orders, the 5 rides we already did, and then 3 more rides for a total of 8 rides. And it sucks. I was trying to preserve that previous streak, and I didn't click accept fast enough, and it timed me out. It happens. I probably was going, what I was going to have to do was take the ride and let them cancel and hope that I didn't get another one until after I delivered this, which was a good possibility. Anyways, neither here nor there. We didn't make it, so let's see what we got. And we're back. We finished the 3 o'clock ride streak. We had to go to a different zone than I started in up near where I live and turn on area filters. And if you're not familiar with that, Uber and Lyft offer area filters for a couple hours a day on Uber. Lyft, I'm not sure how long it lasts. I'd like to say a couple hours as well. So use those, especially in Vegas right now. You really don't want to go down near the strip unless it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. It's really not worth it. And they're not paying extra for the inconvenience of all the traffic. Anyhow, right now we just washed the EV, so it's all nice and clean, and a new air freshener. We have an unlimited package or a subscription basically at the local car wash. Unlimited washes, air freshener wipes, stuff like that. It's really nice. Anyhow, so for Lyft, we did 8 rides. We were 1 shy of the extra 18, and the ride that we missed was 7, so that's $25. But we did 104.27, and it says 3 hours and 47 minutes. I will say I waited a good half hour for the previous ride streak that was broken before I got a request, and I was all the way down south, basically in California. And then this last ride streak, I had to reject some that were trying to send me to the airport and to the strip, and then drive to that zone I was telling you about, turn on area filters, and it took about 22 minutes to get that. But then I was bam, 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 a couple mile, 2 mile rides and 1 3.5 mile ride, and then you can see from the screenshot that we got the bonus. So 104.27 on Lyft today. We started at a roughly, what time did we leave? 10:45 we left for the first catering order. So that we made $34. I'm sorry. For that one, we made $38 and some change. And for the second one, at 2:45, we made $34 and some change. But those were less than an hour to do. The majority of it was the first ride streak. I got stuck with an airport run. The other one was a long ride from Summerlin back into the downtown area, which is all clogged up no matter what time you go during the day right now. So that was the bulk of the time right there. So that adds up to, let's say 105, and 35 is 140, and then the other 38, we'll just say 180 for 5.5 hours. Not too shabby. I'm going to go back out tonight after I play Pool League, make another 20 or so for 200 for the day. That should only take an hour. Not too bad. But like I said earlier, get on these catering deliver apps if possible in your market. DeliverThat and Delivered. They will definitely make or break your day. Mostly break if you don't get them, but they will make your day when you do get them. It just makes the day start out a lot easier, and you're just carrying food. I would invest in a wagon. Next time you see a video on catering delivery, I will have my wagon because it would have come in handy today, and I know better. I just planned on driving people, and sometimes when you go to the airport, they have luggage, and I didn't want that. So that did have an influence on my decision on not to bring it, actually. So we didn't do too bad today. And like I said, the Lyft, I would try, at least in the Vegas market, and even in your market, the ride streaks are nice. If you can get to the zone within a short drive, it's an extra $6 per trip on the 18. And they have $21 streaks sometimes too, and those are even better. Like later tonight, there's $9 streaks. I'm not doing those. I'm gonna pass on those. This weekend, there is a quest for 40 rides for an extra 80 bucks. I'm gonna do that. These are the things you should do to make extra money on these apps, because we don't want to not make money. That's my advice to you. And just like that, it's the end of today's video. I hope you are glad that I'm back and gonna make some new content, and I'm glad to be back. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. It helped me get back into the algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today was adventurous, 2 catering orders and then 8 rides on Lyft. I know I don't have any point of view or any chesty bring along with the delivery of the food. I will work on that. It's a little rusty. Wanted to make sure that I remembered how to do this, and I do. And with that, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. We'll probably do some more catering. Definitely the point of view with Lyft and Uber, like I said. We're definitely going to go back to do some no tip on the strip videos, amongst any other titles or any other ideas that I had previous. We'll continue on those. Like I said, the delay was I've been working on shorts, and then I had one go viral, and then I was able to apply for monetization. Then I didn't get it, and I found out why. Now I've been trying to fix it. So now I'm back. After that has been fixed, now I'm back to doing the long video, because this is what I signed up to do anyway. So glad you're here. See you next time. And you know, if you haven't heard it in a while, don't take the $2 for 10-mile Uber Eats order with no tip. Just don't do it.